We are continuing the conspiracy. Oh, and now it's doing the whole, your microphone's being broadcast because it's loading my game. There we go. There we go. So, we have hit episode 2, which sucks because, alright, let's hear this out. It sucks, though, because the game doesn't, like, give you much delineation so you know where a checkpoint is. So it's hard to tell. Bones of the Future really suck at connecting. Now, someone may be out there like, oh, you're not getting trophies.
Hello.
I've actually played through the first one.
See you.
It was so long ago, I don't remember.
Situation here. Locked in. And I'm not alone. What should we do? How do we get out of this room?
Don't move. Look, you have to go. This goes way beyond you.
Attachment 3, color malfunction shows delayed down.
Stay here. I'm coming back for you.
Hello. It's good job getting the girl out of immediate danger. You seem to have a solid handle on things.
You said that's before.
With the arrival approaching, we're being watched more closely than ever, and so I have to pretend to work. However, I'm installing a help desk in your OmniView display. Select the help desk icon if you need my expertise along the way. Good luck tonight. No doubt, the girl would be doomed without you.
Anyone that I need to be worried about?
Signor Octavo joins Metamorphosis. Librarian is now preeminent manifesto scholar. I met the librarian this morning. He's a sweet man, with his heart sewn directly onto his adorable little lapel. And I do so admire his passion for literature. In a former life, I would swoon over a well-read man. But I hope for his sake, he learns to bury that part of himself. In here, following your passion is the shortest road to recalibration.
Yep. And that's interesting. I just got this notice. Hey, the Atomic Venture game is just updated. I'm like, that game is old and I got it for like 50 cents. I'm getting an update now? Whatevs.
390H. You must hurry along now. The rest of your class is already inside.
Why does he hold those books away from us, Senor Octavo?
It is the headmaster's belief that those books sully the minds of precals and should therefore be removed from our curriculum.
But that isn't what you believe, is it?
Books like these do not paint a rosy picture of the world, but they are not meant to. They are not paintings of the world we want. They are mirrors, reflecting the world we have.
Yeah, but those books, by holding them and making them taboo, you're basically making people attracted to them, so... Fail on Headmaster.
Y390H. I see you're admiring our latest installation.
Why do you keep these books away from us? I can handle them.
Maybe you're right. However, there are others in your class who are not as strong as you. And books like those can make them sick. Would it be fair to let you read them, but keep them from your friends?
That doesn't sound fair.
Well then, so are you saying you would prefer that they read them too? Will you have their illness on your conscience?
I don't want that either.
Of course not. I am not a filter for your ideas, child. I am your shield. There is so much ugliness in this world. Let me stand in the way of it. Let me stare it down. Your eyes are too pretty to witness such things.
I appreciate the compliment, Headmaster.
Wow. Yep. Typical.
Thanks for getting me out of there. I don't know what that Prizrak's intentions were, but I'm glad we didn't stick around to find out. The library's just through these doors. What's yours is mine.
Library's just through those
The girl
doors.
has found one of the banned books. The Overseer has banned many books inside of Metamorphosis. As the poor librarian upstairs once said, it is better to ban a book than to burn it.
Let's check the map. Okay. Why is that censored? Censored on this camera too? The Headmaster's face is like censored on the cameras. Weird. And the game does this again.
The library. It feels so quiet after hours. It used to be filled with books.
Prizrak.
The librarian's glasses. His office is up there, 3rd floor. We should go to him now.
Okay. I wish there was a way to call her to you. I really do.
Clear.
P0 here. Good idea.
Ooh, stuff to learn.
Be careful. The Prizrak in this part of the facility are unpredictable in their rounds. You never know where they might turn up.
I hope there's new abilities.
to my domain.
Got a couple bucks here. Not much. Let's see if we can't buy anything that I can use. Oh.
What are you buying? Spot Prizrak through walls.
Yeah, that's useful. I don't care about the Prizrak route thing as much. But
check in.
okay, how does spot Prizrak through walls work? Oh, there we go. Okay, I see.
Prizrak, checking in.
Nope, not what I wanted to do.
Make a wish. But don't tell me what it is, or it won't come true.
I wish the Headmaster was dead.
Whoa!
Weep. Don't talk like that.
Zager said that someday the truth will rain down on this place and wash away all of the Headmaster's lies.
I've never seen the rain before.
Zager wasn't talking about the rain. He was talking about the truth.
I don't care about the truth. I just want to know what rain feels like.
Okay, I hate to do this, but... Oh, wait. Clean record. I am more suspicious of people with clean records.
Check in.
Oh, come on. Don't do this crap. This is the crap the game does. Okay, I'm letting go. I didn't want to distract that guard, and I just burned through half my battery.
My battery was getting... low.
Over there. Engaging the subject. Better raise the threat level.
No, 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 not that search. Hide!
Get
Hide!
your scrubby mitts off.
Son of a...
He's not a threat for now.
My other camera. I just wasted P90, or P0, excuse me. They weren't kidding about these stuff. They weren't kidding about these patrol routes.
Pepper spray here.
There's the affected guy. I don't have Omni 2. Manslaughter, and he's still part of the Republique. Interesting.
It's the right thing to do. Librarian OK's decision to protect pre-cals from literary rot.
Interesting.
The librarian's portrait has been taken down. I hope this is only a symbolic gesture. It seems this door requires Omni.
Yes, I
You can
know.
upgrade your Omni. I'm detecting a deep. The nearest approach.
Yes, thank you.
Threat level is back to normal. Reporting.
Ah, jeez. All right.
This is quiet.
Don't think I'm going to be able to do much in the realm of manifesto I can grab.
I'll hold on to this.
Every step of the way, there's something gotta be careful for, because this is just...
Prizrak checking in.
Hey, welcome to Super Latino Bros. Thanks for joining us. We're playing Republique here. And this conspiracy just keeps getting more and more... Oh, there we are. Okay. Where are the guys? Couple down there. I don't have the pin code for that. Nothing there. Alright. I don't see a camera down there. There's got to be a camera I can jump to downstairs. There we go.
To get into the headmaster's office upstairs, we will need his PIN code. I don't have it in my files, but we can recover it. We'll need to answer some security questions first.
If we answer wrong...
I hope they can't see me here.
I can. Oh, that's Prizrak over there. I heard that.
False prophet infiltrates Metamorphosis. Masquerading as Prizrak, man brings toxic agenda to our perfect garden. The man's name is Zager, I believe. Daniel Marcus Zager. Apparently he was some kind of journalist on the outside. If the Overseer was smart, he'd label this as an act of supreme jealousy. After all, ours is a nation so wonderful that people risk death to sneak inside. Maybe we should take the initiative and lead with this angle.
Oh, great. Money laundering.
The first draft rumbled from my mind and shook the page like a 9.0 earthquake. The pen was merely the needle on the seismograph, recording the shockwaves.
Okay, so I am screwed right now. Nothing to distract him.
I've got my post secure.
Target neutralized.
Attack! Pickpocket!
Is it ready to
Pickpocket!
I hope they can't see me here.
Well, now that he's jacked up... Where am I even headed anyway? The daemon server around here somewhere, he said. Is that an old subway car? What is this? Prisoner transport or something. Prizrak all over the place.
Headmaster! Headmaster, over here!
If it isn't my favorite journalist from the Morning Bell.
It was a brilliant speech, Headmaster.
Why, thank you, Miss Sade.
Please, call me Maddie. Perhaps you could tell your citizens a bit more about the arrival. As much as you can state publicly, of course.
Of course, well, in a matter of weeks, we will take our bow on the global stage. The arrival is our world debut, and once it comes to pass, there will be little doubt that though we are a small nation and few in number, we are a force to be reckoned with.
Almost seems like
I'm
China.
sorry, I had a follow-up, but I just got lost in the power of your voice.
Why, Matty, please, you embarrass me.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. Your cryptic answers, which I adore, I must add.
Thank you.
But they've left some to speculate that the arrival refers to our ascension as a nuclear power.
Ah, nuclear power. In the 21st century, nuclear power is a contradiction in terms. Let those dying republics split atoms to their heart's content. No, my dear Matty, what our Republique achieved is something far more impressive. And the mark we leave on the world will last an eternity.
That's not unsettling. I've honestly lost track of where I'm at. Okay.
Huh?
I am concerned about the trivia because if I set anything off, the gig is up.
I hope they can't see me here.
I'm gonna keep her stashed for a little bit. That seems like a better hiding spot than that freaking plant Lara Croft style.
To get into the headmaster's office upstairs, we will need his PIN code.
Yes, we will.
I don't have it in my files, but we can recover it. We'll need to answer some security questions first.
Favorite food.
Get that threat level up.
Okay. Heart disease. Oh, no, it's not heart disease. It's diabetes then. Gray eyes? Oh, come on. Okay. When did you immigrate to the United States? 68. Diabetes. Dang it. Favorite food? It wasn't fish. Oh, here we go. 1881. What happened in 1881? There's that pin code. He's hot on the tail. These guys are a little agitated. Is homeboy down here still? No, he's not. That's not good. Got homeboy upstairs.
Threat level is dropped.
I hope they can't see me here.
Well, I can, so... Freaking kidding me. I hate these angles at times. everything going on. I gotta play two ends of this.
Why, librarian, you look like you've seen a ghost.
I see many ghosts on these walls. Why would you take pictures with monsters, and worse, display them proudly?
I have sat for pictures with many important people, even people I find disagreeable.
I suspect you mean me. How could you stand beside this man here?
Not a fan of the Generalissimo, are we?
I crossed an ocean to escape Franco's brutality, only to find his brand of fascism had been imported to Argentina.
Well, I can't speak to that, but I will say I found our meeting quite pleasant. He was an excellent conversationalist, and his taste in wine, impeccable.
No surprise.
I've been this way before. We're getting closer to the Headmaster's office.
Threat level normalized.
What's yours is mine.
Okay. I can distract him. Might be able to hide in there.
I've got my post secure.
That was a good camera vantage point. Come on. I'm gonna have to wait for this dipstick.
Nothing going.
Ah! That's the camera I want. Do not auto switch.
I've got my post secure.
I hope they can't see me here.
Got something I should want, but
Nothing to report.
I'll hold on to this.
I've got my post secure.
attack! Pickpocket! Pickpocket! Fuck. I'm wasting through this.
I found a cassette.
Wasting through pepper spray like nothing because she's supposed to pickpocket and she's attacking instead. Lots of stuff to learn.
His detractors would call him an opportunist, And they would be right. But Yataro Iwasaki was given nothing less than the modest opportunity to bring an entire nation into the modern age. And he succeeded. The nerve of him.
Alright. Let's get to scanning, get as much information as possible.
We owe a debt of gratitude to those giants whose shoulders we've stood upon. The earlier they lived, the larger their stature, and so the greater our debt. While the 20s roared in America, they screamed like a Siberian windstorm in Vladimir's hometown of Simbirsk. Controversial man of the people, he was surely. And the fact that he spent time in political exile makes him that much more admirable, in my estimation. Plato's keen eyes peered further into the future than any of his Grecian contemporaries. He was, and will remain, the most vocal supporter of the classic Republic, and its earliest. A personal favorite. For those who would criticize him for his monopolistic tendencies in the early 20th century, I say, shout it from the rooftops, or, barring that, hop online and voice your disdain in a chat forum. He would appreciate the irony.
Okay.
It is difficult to write a story as it unfolds, but to wait until it's finished is to risk butchering the telling of it. I would rather strain the wrists of those taking my dictation than cause even a modicum of butchery. Her death in 1952 was a tragedy, not just for the Argentine shirtless who idolized her, but for the anti-Peronists who celebrated her demise. Christ had a similarly divided populace to contend with, and like Eva, succumbed to sacrifice at the age of 33.
Can't get a clear enough shot at that guard right now. Oh, one last statue.
The father of Europe was besieged from all sides by pagan tyranny. And then in the year 800, he did a most remarkable thing. He held the hands of secularism and religion and married them together in what would later be called the Renaissance.
Alright, where's a good camera? So this one was Plato, right? Yep, Plato would be the first.
The statue's already activated.
Which one was Charlemagne? Charlemagne was... okay, there.
That worked. What's next?
Next would be the dude from the 1800s. That him right there. It's Theodore Valley or... Okay.
His detractors would call it
1835. This is...
a personal favorite.
Okay.
A new statue lit up.
Oh, now I can do the no, wrong one.
While
Public intoxication.
That worked. What's next?
Okay. Next, I believe, should be Lenin. Eva Peron. Got Plato.
while the 20s...
We have Lenin. Peron is a little bit later.
That worked. Let's try the next one.
And this guy doesn't even think about it. He's just like, oh, lights are going on. Don't care.
A new statue lit up. You've solved it. You're a natural at puzzles. Can you hack this open?
There we go. Level up. White Rose of what?
I found a taser.
I think if I go in that next room, I'll be able to hit a checkpoint. And like I've said before, this game has crappy checkpoints. I mean, you can never tell. Be nice to have some type of checkpoint.
The Headmaster's office.
Can't read his emails?
Welcome back to Washington. How's the weather in your corner of the world?
What if I tell you, are you going to try to guess my location?
No? I've about given up on that. It's been insufferably hot in D.C.
Then why are we meeting here?
I'm sorry?
Why not do this on the...
The isn't built yet.
What? I was told construction began a month after the attack.
This is the U.S. government you're talking about. Maybe you've heard of us. Our contractors get paid twice as much to take twice as long.
Unbelievable.
Right this way, sir. Watch your step.
Wait, ex nihilo nihil fit? Out of nothing, nothing... Feet.
Please, sit. Coffee?
I want
Shoot.
a whistleblower.
Coffee?
I'm serious.
We can talk about that.
We're going to have to talk about that. If you want to hand the reins to someone who won't let the horse forget who's in charge.
I'm afraid I don't follow you.
That's your problem. You've got too many leaders and not enough followers. You should be following me. All of you should.
Okay, let's table that for a second. Say we get you a plant, and this plant blows his whistle in a year.
Or 2 months.
Or whenever. They're still not about to dismantle their entire surveillance infrastructure over some bad press.
I'm afraid you're right. This is where I need your help, Vice Admiral. If you get me on board and in command, then it won't matter how red their faces turn, or if they turn red at all. They won't have to privatize under pressure either. I'll already hold the reins. But we'll give it a name. Carnival. The Arrival. It doesn't matter. And we'll play act our way into the driver's seat.
I can't even imagine.
Leave imagination to me.
Oof.
I remember being here as a young girl. At least I think I was.
I've lost control of the girl.
Someone's coming. What do I do?
Unqualified disaster. And on the eve of the arrival, no less.
Everything is fine, sir.
Fine. You were assaulted by a Prizrak. And you let altered copies of the manifesto reach the
I
children.
have the situation under control.
I'm beginning to think your definition of control is different than mine. They don't
He's
respect
purposely
you because
censored.
you don't wear the uniform. It's a weakness. It puts you at risk. This is an historic night for us.
Looks like a Soviet-made Tokarev service pistol. I don't believe Mireille saw him slip that gun from the drawer.
Let's see what your hands are doing, bud. I can't see your face.
There can be no room for error.
I understand.
Then you understand why Derringer will lead the arrival.
What?
I'm sorry, my dear. We all appreciate the fine work you do with the kids.
Okay, Derringer, I've already scanned.
What's most important? Protecting me.
So, I can lead the arrival.
Mireille, you speak the language of diplomacy. Derringer speaks the truth. Truth hurts. This isn't a dismissal. Derringer will still need your help when we get resettled.
Yes, sir. The mentor is an asset to our cause. I look forward to hearing her ideas going forward.
What's your step?
She's weak. I hope that's all it is. Where was Mireille when the Prizrak attacked her?
The section, outside the library. I'll look into it.
It's hard to know who to trust these days. It seems we're running a loyalty deficit around here. I don't mean you, Quinn, of course. I know I can trust you. Wait. I never forgot this before. Must be old age.
No chance, sir. You just got a lot on your mind tonight.
Alzheimer's.
Come, young man, let's get to the surface.
It sounds like that door leads to the surface.
That door I can't do anything from. Now there's a bunch of documents to scan.
Gentlemen, I wish to resign. This is grossly inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
You are burning books. I have seen it with my own eyes. The books I procured for you.
Each book has been scanned into our servers and is now part of our digital catalog. You're merely hung up on nostalgia.
You are erasing history.
These books are my property now. I can do with them as I please.
No. I cannot be a party to this. I wish to leave immediately.
First you want to resign, now you want to leave?
I assume the implication was apparent.
You're not going anywhere.
You cannot keep me here against my will.
In fact, I can. You, like the books, are now property of the state. You will continue to fulfill your obligations to the pre-cals until I decide what to do with you.
I have a few suggestions, sir.
Oh my gosh. Alright. Quick interlude there. Talking about scanning everything in and then putting it down the rabbit hole. And you know what? I've seen this happen before. Even with like my Marvel comics. Some of those stuff get revised. I haven't seen the digital one of this yet, but they had one where there was a passage in it that wanted death to Jews. And I'm like, and it's right there in the Marvel pages, and that they had to do some retraction on it and stuff, and it's like, that happened. Someone tried to put that in there, and they're revising it. Now it's just a soft revision of history. But when people who have like historic books and stuff like that do it, how can we know what happened? That's dangerous.
Librarian, may I come in?
Ah, Headmaster, welcome. Ay, Dios mío, who is this fierce creature?
It's an Ainu owl, librarian. My ancestors carved these from the amber trunks of Japanese spindle trees. I want you to have this one. Modest housewarming gift, nothing more.
Well, muchas gracias, señor. It's a handsome piece. I shall place it here on this shelf.
No. Lend it a bit more prominence. It's meant to be set out in the open.
Ah.
This way it can bring you luck.
Well, it's...
The eyes. Yes. They are a touch piercing. But that's the idea, you see. The owl is ever watchful. He will protect you day and night.
Ah, yes, well, it's truly, how can I...
Oh, you're welcome.
Someone's keeping an eye. The more information... That's not suspicious.
Master faces swift reprimand. Mireille Prideaux found with contraband. Overseer, none of us are above the law.
Miss Sade, it has been a pleasure speaking to you, but I must get up early tomorrow.
Look, I'm turning off my tape recorder. This is no longer an interview. We're just two people talking.
Perhaps one more glass? A short one, then. Where do you get the wine from? I thought we weren't allowed contraband from the outside world. Off the record? I've been here long enough. I'm allowed certain liberties. You receive special treatment? I know how big my cage is. At the end of the day, we are all equally inferior in the eyes of the Overseer. Don't you dare print that, Miss Said. I promise. Strictly off the record.
Tattletale.
You just acquired a fingerprint from that glass. Normally, the Overseer wouldn't be so careless as to leave a usable print. But recently, in celebration of Zager's capture, the big man poured himself a stiff drink, and for a moment, let his guard down. Those pristine white gloves came off, and he was one of us for a day.
Alright, that's good information. Anything else that I can glean from this area? Got this idiot here. Still doesn't care. No one seems to care that all this was opened up. There's that camera. And I hate that shh sound they always do, because that's... That's the type of sound generally used in a stealth action game. Okay, I hope this is like... Yeah, my battery just went up, by the way. I hope this is like an actual,
You now have what you need to access the librarian's office. I know the girl is anxious to find him.
Good idea.
email. I don't think I have enough for anything new or useful, but... But we can see how much data I have to sell.
To my domain.
And this is why I picked up the two things early on. Reading emails, listening in. Boom, baby.
What are you buying?
I don't really care about knowing their routes, though.
Battery was running low.
Anytime.
Alright. Hopefully that's it. I'm gonna call it. Thank y'all for watching. See you with Super Latino Bros. The conspiracy is real. Stay ever vigilant. Peace out. Like, subscribe, comment, and share.